Assalamualaikum and hello. In this video, I'm going to continue with our new chapter, chapter 5, which entitled Electronic Configuration. For my notes, I'm going to divide them into three parts where we are going to have three different notes for each of them. And in this video, we are going to start with the first subtopic, quantum numbers of electrons. For your information, this chapter is going to be the new things for you. So I hope you can stay and bear with me throughout my explanation along this chapter. Alright, so let's go to the descriptions of this chapter where for subtopic 5.1, quantum numbers of electrons, we are going to learn a few things here. For example, we have to define the term orbital, and you have to state and describe all four quantum numbers of n electrons, where you are going to be introduced into four terms here: principal quantum number, angular momentum quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and electron spin quantum number. And the next part, you are going to learn how to sketch the shapes of SPD orbitals with the correct axis and orientations. And then for the next subtopic 5.2, electronic configuration of atom, we are going to learn the definition of Aufbau principle, Hund's rule, and Pauli exclusion principle. And you have to apply this into filling electrons into atomic orbitals. And the next one, you have to write the electronic configuration of atoms or monoatomic ions by using SPDF notation or orbital diagram. So those are the descriptions that you have to know in this chapter. Alright, in this video, I'm going to focus about quantum numbers, where we are going to give the definition of orbitals, and you are going to be introduced with these four terms that I mentioned before. And in the next part, we are going to focus about how to sketch the shapes of the orbitals. So let's get on with the first thing. Before you learn about quantum numbers, I want you to recap what you've learned so far during your secondary school's experience. I hope you've learned about this diagram, where when your teacher asks you, or when the questions in the exam ask you how to draw the orbit of carbon, usually you will draw like this. You draw in the middle of it ada nucleus. Okay, and then this is nucleus. And then biasanya you letak simbol carbon dekat dalam. And then you letak simbol C dekat tengah-tengah. So itu cara yang you draw waktu you secondary school. And the next one, the first shell, you akan letak 2 elektron. Okay, sebab hanya maksimum 2 elektron sahaja untuk isi. And the next shell, awak akan isi selebihnya, iaitu 4 electrons. So macam mana awak faham? This adalah diagram untuk awak tunjuk 6 electrons yang ada dalam carbon atoms. Tapi sebenarnya, one thing that you should realize that how can you be so sure this electron akan berada dekat position dekat atas ini? How can this one can be here? How can this one can be here? So actually, diagram yang awak belajar waktu secondary school tidak begitu details untuk tunjuk position of those electrons, because for your information, electrons is very small and tiny. So kita tak akan dapat lihat dengan mata kasar. We cannot use our naked eye to detect the exact position of n electrons. So that's why scientists gunakan one of the study, iaitu quantum mechanical model, di mana dalam mechanical model dia gunakan satu term, iaitu atomic orbitals. So atomic orbital ni adalah term baru di mana awak gunakan atomic orbital untuk illustrate about position of electrons. So what is the definition of atomic orbital? So orbital is the three-dimensional region in a space around the nucleus where there is a high probability of finding an electron. So maksudnya dia adalah satu kawasan tiga dimensi. Maknanya ada axis X, Y, Z dan dalam kawasan itu mempunyai elektron. So dia tak ada pinpoint pun position elektron tu. Dia just cakap ada dalam kawasan tu. Maknanya ada keberangkalian yang sangat tinggi elektron berada di dalam kawasan itu. Tapi dia tak bagi tahu pun position dekat mana. Sebab we cannot detect. Nobody can detect the exact position of electron. And the next one, what can you say? Orbital tu adalah tempat ataupun kawasan yang kita expect elektron tu ada. Dan seterusnya, term yang awak akan belajar juga adalah orbit, di mana orbit is the path of an electron as it travels around the nucleus of an atom, because nucleus is in the middle or at the center of atom. So, to make you more understand about atomic orbital, saya ada contoh dua atomic orbital here, which is S orbital dan saya ada juga P orbital. So, bentuknya untuk S orbital adalah spherical and untuk P orbital adalah dumbbell. So, macam mana boleh keluar bentuk ni? Awak akan belajar dalam chapter ini for the next video. But what I want to explain to you, bila saya sebut three-dimensional region, kawasan tu nak cakap macam mana bentuk dia, ini adalah kawasan yang warna biru, yang ada shading warna biru ni, inilah yang kita panggil sebagai atomic orbital. Di mana in the middle of it ataupun dekat center ada nucleus. Dan dia adalah three-dimensional, kena ada axis X, Y, Z. Sama juga untuk P orbital. Dan di mana elektron? So, elektron is situated di dalam kawasan yang warna biru ni. So inilah yang saintis cuba untuk explain kepada chemist sekarang di mana position elektron yang sebenar. Dan you have to know that kita akan gunakan three-dimensional space around the nucleus untuk describe position of electron. Dan elektron apabila dia berada dalam kawasan yang warna biru ini, kita panggil kawasan ini sebagai electron cloud. So that electron cloud is going to make the shapes of orbitals. Either the shape is going to be spherical ataupun dumbbell like this. But you have to make sure that the nucleus is in the middle of the shapes of orbital. And you have to know as well, bila kita sebut tentang orbitals, you are going to learn that orbitals differ from one another in terms of energy, shapes and spatial orientation of their electron cloud. So for example, this electron cloud for S orbital here, the bentuk adalah spherical. So in terms of energy level pun berbeza dengan P orbital yang bentuknya dumbbell. And then orientationnya pun berbeza. Kalau lihat dia berada di tengah-tengah antara tiga axis. Tapi for P orbital dia berada di atas axis Z. So itu yang dimaksudkan dengan differences of orbitals. We are going to learn more about this in the next video as well. So next thing, apabila awak sudah kenali tentang orbitals dan awak faham dia ada differences dalam terms size, energy, shapes dan orientation, so itulah yang kita kena faham tentang 4 terms of quantum numbers. Di mana we have principal quantum number, simbol dia adalah N. Angular momentum quantum number, simbolnya adalah L. Magnetic quantum number, simbolnya adalah M. And last one, electron spin quantum number, the symbol is S. Dan kesemua simbol ini dalam bentuk small letter, okay, huruf kecil. So, I'm going to introduce each of these quantum number to you in the next video. I hope you've learned so far what is the term of orbital in this introduction. Okay then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!